everyone, Chrissy Rose here. Good day, bonjour, buenos dias, konnichiwa, ciao, shalom. Hello to everyone around the world. Now today I'm going to be doing a review of my Louis Vuitton Speedy 25 bags. But before I get started on the review, I wanted to highlight one of my new favorite designers. And I specifically dressed for the occasion because I wanted to tell everyone about this designer called For Love and Lemons. And they, of course, designed this dress. It is the white mini Antigua dress. And their claim to fame is the lace and mesh. So they make a lot of lace and mesh dresses, lingerie, skirts, as well as tops. And they are just so awesome. And so if you all get a chance to, please go and check them out. You can find them at forloveandlemons.com, or you can even find them at nastygal.com or revolveclothing.com. Now, let's get started on the review of the Louis Vuitton Speedy 25 bags. Now, the Louis Vuitton Speedy bag is an iconic bag, and it was actually one of my first Louis Vuitton bags way back when. My first one was the Louis Vuitton 35, and at the time that I purchased it, I believe I may have paid back then about $500 and some change for it. And of course now, years later, the price of these bags have skyrocketed. And so now to purchase a Louis Vuitton Speedy 25, you will be paying around about $950 plus tax. So it's going to run you around $1,000. It's still a nice bag, but one of the things that I want to discuss about it, which I will discuss later on, is the new price of the bag. So first let's do the review, and then I will talk about the price and whether or not I feel that the bag is worth the price. Now this right here is the Damier Azul Speedy 25, and as you can see, it's a cream color, and then it's a kind of a navy blue color, and it has Louis Vuitton Paris kind of like written or stamped on there, and then the tab on the side has Louis Vuitton Paris, and then it has a lock so that you can lock the bag, and it comes with a key so you can attach these to unlock the bag so no one can get into the bag. And so this is the way that it looks on the outside. These are the handles. Now when you first purchase them, and this will also be something that I discuss later, but when you first purchase them, the handles are usually around this color. They're a very light leather. I think the name of the cowhide leather that they use is called Vuitton, and don't quote me on that because I could be pronouncing it wrong, but I believe it's called Vuitton cowhide leather. Now I keep stuffers in there, and that's something that I'm also going to talk about later, because you kind of have to keep stuffers in these bags, because if you don't keep stuffers in them, then they will lose their shape. So you have to keep them stuffed. Push that over. Okay, and this right here is the inside of the bag. It's pretty much just empty space, and you also have a pocket there, and usually you can find the serial number up underneath the pocket. So it's, in this one it's written right here, so it has a date stamp that you can see, and it kind of can help you determine when it was manufactured. So this is the Damier Azul, and of course I'll toss these to the side so that they won't be in the way. And then this right here is the Louis Vuitton Monogram Speedy 25, and it is very similar, same design, the Boston back design of the Damier Azul Speedy 25. They all have the same shape, but they come in different sizes. You can get the Speedy bag in a 25, a 30, a 35, and a 40. And so as the sizes go up, the bigger that the bag is. But this right here, it's the monogram, and it has the LVs stamped on each side. And usually people say like the way that you can determine a real one, and because they have so many of these as replicas, but one way to determine a real one is because the LV is upright on this side, and then on the other side it is upside down. And so that just shows you that the fabric is consistent, that they use one piece of fabric going all the way around. And also, you know, like the threading and stuff like that can help you determine the real from the fake. And this one right here, it says Louis Vuitton Paris, but it also has stamped on there made in the USA, because Louis Vuitton has started using the material, importing the material, but actually crafting it here in the United States. And this one, it has a lock as well, where you can lock the bag. And then the inside is the same as the Damier Azul. And as I said before, I keep stuffers in all of my bags just because, or especially all of the Speedy bags, because they can tend to lose their shape. And this one is brown on the inside. I don't know if you all can really see it because it's kind of dark. I'm kind of putting my nails there to guide you. And it also has the pocket on the inside, and also you can see right there where it will have the serial number or date code stamped on it. So that is that. And these usually, just like the Damier Azul, this bag, it comes in with the lighter color handles, but this is something that I want to show you all. And now I'm going to kind of get to my dislikes about these bags. So my first dislike, of course, and I can get started on my other one to show you, is that over time the cowhide leather begins to darken. And so anyone who has these bags, they will tell you that as you carry them over the years, like, these can easily get dirty, and also it will begin to darken. And I'll kind of bring my other bag here just to kind of give you a comparison. As you can see, like, one is lighter than the other. So this one right here is lighter than this one. As you can see, these handles have started to darken. And I'm not sure if it's the sun that kind of darkens them, or if it's like a certain lighting that makes them darker. I know, like, you know, if you don't clean your hands and you kind of have your hands over them, then they can tend to, you know, like, get dirty and dark spots from you carrying it. But that is one of my dislikes of this bag, because especially now that they have gone up into the thousands, so now you're not spending just $500 and some change for them, you're spending like thousands of dollars for them. It's not a bag that I feel like you will be able to keep for years and years. Like, the leather is good, so of course, you know, like, the leather will be good for years to come, the actual LV monogram print. But as far as the leather trim, this tends to darken and wear out, and I don't like that about these bags. So that's one of my dislikes. And another dislike that I don't like about it is that they tend to lose their shape. And so I would recommend to anyone, if you're able to find one and they have them online, to get a bag shaper, because the bag shaper will kind of help it keep its shape. And if you've seen some people when they carry them and they put stuff in them, especially if you have heavy stuff in there, I'm kind of looking for something to give you an example. I don't have anything, but let me kind of show you with this bag. Like, if you put something down in there, and then the bag starts going like this at the bottom with something in there, and then you're carrying it so it looks like this, which is quite awkward, because when you wear your bags, you want to kind of show them off, you know, and for them to be all bent out of shape, it doesn't look as appealing. And so that's one of the other things that I hate about it, is the shape. And I would suggest getting a bag shaper. And, you know, for the Louis Speedy fans, or even my particular leather goods Louis reps, I'm so sorry. And if you all watch this video, I do love Louis Vuitton, but I'm just being honest with the people and telling them my opinion of these bags. But as you can see, they are beautiful bags, but are they worth $1,000? I would never pay $1,000 for them. I'm just sorry. And I do have a lot of other Louis bags that I have paid in the thousands for, you know, two and 3,000s. And I feel that those bags are well worth it because I can keep those bags over the years. Like, I'm not concerned about the color changing, and I'm not concerned about them losing their shape because they are more sturdier. But my recommendation for the Speedy bags would be to buy one used. You know, there's so many of them out there because, like I said, it was my first Louis bag. I believe it's probably a lot of people's first Louis bag when you are a Louis Vuitton newbie and you're just getting started on buying luxury bags. Then it's usually everyone's first Louis bag because it's not as expensive as at least it used to not be as expensive as the other bags, but now the price has gone up so much that I don't even you may fare better getting a more better made bag than this one and just paying the additional maybe 800 or 900 and getting a more sturdier bag than this one. But at one point they were, you know, worth being your first Louis purchase because, like I said, they were cheaper. You could get them for like $500 and something. But now, because they are expensive, no. And then also another thing, and this will be my last thing, is that the metal that's on them tend to begin like getting tarnished and kind of like getting discolored. And so I don't even know if they're using quality metal because this tends to happen to all of them. Like, the metal easily tarnishes, and it doesn't do that for some of my other bags that I have. And so I don't know if they're using like a cheap quality metal for them. But yeah, those tend to tarnish as well. And so, you know, I'm not a fan of that. But overall, you know, it's a nice bag. This part of the leather, of course, is very high quality. It meets Louis Vuitton standards. And if anyone is interested, then please leave a comment and I will give you my email address because all of these bags I'm actually selling. And so if you want to purchase one or all three, then be my guest. Just leave a comment and I will get back to you and let you know the pricing for each one. And last but not least, I am going to do a bonus and give you a review of the mini Pouchette. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. This one right here I bought for my daughter, and it's actually a limited edition by Takashi Murakami, and hopefully I'm saying that correct as well. I'm not sure, but it was a limited edition one for Takashi Murakami, and as you can see, it has the little colorful panda on there, which is so adorable for a little girl. My daughter, she's 6 years old, and this is actually her second Louis mini Pouchette, but this is the one that has the panda on it. So when she saw it, she fell in love with it, and I'm like, okay, I'll get you that particular bag. And it's, you know, it's so cute for a little girl. Even some adults I see wearing them, but you can also turn it into a wristlet, which is the amazing part about it, because if I carried it, I would want to carry as an adult. I would want to carry it as a wristlet and probably not as a bag, just because it's so tiny. But it can also serve as a wristlet, so that's the cool thing about it. And I will show you all the inside of it as well. And I, of course, keep stuffer in there. But this is the inside. So adorable. It's brown. It doesn't have any additional pockets, but it's a good bag just to keep little whatnots in. The common things that you would keep in a wristlet, maybe a little makeup. And of course it has Louis Vuitton Paris imprinted on there. And this one was made in France. So I hope that this review has been helpful for people who are considering purchasing a Speedy bag. And like I stated, you can get them in, I think it's 4 different sizes, the 25 to 30, the 35, and the 40. And for each size difference, the price goes up some. But I know the 25 for a fact starts at like $9.50. So anyhow, I hope you all have enjoyed my review. And if you have, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to hear more about some of my bags or my cool stuff. I'll probably also do some reviews on shoes or maybe particular hot clothing items that are out right now. So subscribe if you're interested in things like that.